Welcome to RMM Help. In this session we look at setting up and maintaining asset location details which are found in the administration section, asset code files, and the system automatically opens in the site code section. Location details are important for two reasons. Firstly, in asset management, it enables us to track an asset's precise location. If it's not where it's supposed to be, it's technically lost. Secondly, using precise locations enables clients to be identified accurately, ensuring that planned and unplanned work can be attended to efficiently, and ensures that technicians and contractors don't have wasted journeys. Therefore, we have to ensure that our combination of a site, building and location is unique. There may well be a situation where in a large complex like a hospital, for instance, there may be many occurrences of the word or location reception. So to make identification unique, the system makes a 12-character composite code which is hidden from the user's eyes on the codes entered for each site and building, where in the case of reception where that's located. And this comprises 3 characters for sites and buildings and 6 characters for locations, which then makes, for instance, the given reception a unique location. The user-defined code structure alongside each site, building and location is automatically validated during data entry, so therefore that code is going to be unique and the system prevents duplicate entries. Now, as can be seen in our sample data here, we've got a combination in our site codes of alpha and numeric codes. So that provides an extremely flexible coding structure, and that alphanumeric coding structure equally applies to buildings and locations. A site could be defined as an area with a physical boundary or a subdivision of an existing site. The NHS may refer to this as a hospital or a clinic, a police force as a division, or a university as a campus. A site could be an individual building if, for example, we were managing and identifying a house, and this can then be further subdivided by floor or area to provide a detailed location. We always suggest that you use real and intuitive unique site descriptions. It's almost certainly going to be that you will display these location details on job dockets, service records, or on mobile devices, which then get referred to by technicians or contractors. So having an intuitive description is very helpful. If you are faced with a situation where you had 2 sites with identical descriptions, we suggest you add data to one description to highlight a difference, for example, north, south, east or west. Whilst we're on the site form here, you'll notice that we've got an inactive tick box. If a site, building or location is no longer required, we simply make them inactive. And if you make a site inactive, it automatically makes all the associated buildings related to it inactive and the locations inactive. If you make a building inactive, it automatically makes all the associated locations inactive. The word inactive is appended to site, building and location descriptions when we're processing work, and those inactive locations don't appear in our drop-down lists when we're adding new assets or jobs. As with all scrolling data entry forms like this one that we're looking at, we have a save and delete option on each row. During initial data setup, we can delete an unwanted record, but we can't delete once a record's been utilized. So if it's been appended to, for instance, an asset or a work record. Additionally, once the codes are utilized, we can't actually change a code, but we can amend the description just in case we've made a typographical error. If you have external clients, then we enter their site in exactly the same way. But what we can do is we can associate each client to a particular site by using this drop-down list. And if we don't use that option, you'll notice that we've got default internal client, and those words are automatically added to the client space if you're not using that facility. We can now use the drill down into the buildings area, and as you can see, the layout is similar, and we have an inactive flag there as well. And you can see that we've got a 3-digit code there, and again that is alphanumeric. We can now drill down into locations. Now these are subdivisions of our buildings. Example, we could have first floor, east wing, or an individual room. And again, it's advisable to enter intuitive unique location descriptions. And again, the codes are all alphanumeric. So that summarizes how we go about entering and maintaining our codes. Just one final thing, we can actually view our sites and buildings. If I've clicked on locations now, which has cleared our sites and buildings boxes, so we can simply use the drop-down list at this point. So if I choose Allerton General Hospital, it'll automatically give me a list of all the locations, the buildings there. I'll choose clinical departments, and that will then display all the associated data. So this concludes the tutorial on using sites, buildings and locations.